Welcome back to Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands. Today is day 39. My name is Swarp Daddy, and Veronica is dead. She died horribly, just up the hill. Today we're going to go and try and recover her body just a little bit. I think that, and upon reviewing the footage, that maybe... What are you shooting at? That maybe her body can be recovered. And most specifically, I just want the armor, you know? I want the armor, and I also think that I'm gonna send Raul back to the Lucky 38 to hang out around out there. I don't think I'm capable of defending him. You know, Fox was really strong. And I believe that with the upgraded level of difficulty that we might be in serious trouble and continue to lose companions until we are a higher level. So the goal is we're going to load this guy up with as much stuff as we possibly can. We're going to kiss him on the cheek, slap him on the ass, and send him on his way. I think she's up there. So we're gonna roll up there. We're going to get the power armor off of her body and anything else we possibly can. So hypothetically speaking, she should be right here in this divot. And she is not, which means we cannot recover any part of her gear or her body. And that's a damn shame. What we're going to do is we're going to send Raul home with a bunch of shit.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not going to have any mercantile sense at all. Instead, we're going to just send you off with some gear and wish you luck. And hopefully you make it home. At this point, I don't think I can protect him. And these companions do get in the way of my success and happiness. And that's a good enough reason to just get rid of him. Send him on his way. You know what I mean? Take these. Take these. Alright, sweetie. Let's have a conversation real quick.
If we run, we might still catch Benny. Well, you might.
I already caught
I'll just
Benny.
be wheezing along behind you.
Alright, Raul. We're going to send you home.
Good call. I mean, if that's what you really want, boss.
Yes, go to Lucky 38. Good luck.
Hey, as long as you're not asking me to go back to Black Mountain, I'm a happy old man.
Enjoy the trip. I hope you survive. Yes, goodbye, Raul. Alright, so yesterday I noticed that we missed this. Whatever's over here was something that we didn't uncover. I thought that that was kind of like an area marker like they do in some games, where it's like the thing you're looking for is sort of in this area, but as we progressed up into Black Mountain, it did not move, and I did not pay attention to that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to head right on over there, and we're going to have a little peeksy-poo and see what's going on. See if we can't find whatever it is that's over there. If this is the Brotherhood of Steel, that's going to be so tragic, because that means we walked right past the quest line with her and into a bad time. We are, of course, a little dehydrated, a little irradiated. I'm hoping that we can find a place to shelter. Maybe the faction that's down here will have what we need. There's the smoke. This is what was blocking our view. So let's just get in here and take a peek around. Maybe there's something we missed. We walked right through. It was dark. It was windy. Oh, there it goes. Oh, would you look at that? A bunker. Alright, let's pop in and check it out. Ban the bomb. Drop chems, not bombs. Ooh, do drugs, not war. Love that. Okay. Down here. There's an intercom. Let's go chat with it. Hello? I hear nothing. Hello? Nothing. Brilliant. Let's keep going. So, as far as I understand it, there's somebody down here. I think the dead Brotherhood of Steel from yesterday that we found on our way in probably indicates that this is the Brotherhood of Steel, and I am kicking myself. There's another bunker over there. Let's go check that one out. I'm kicking myself, realizing that she died less than 10 minutes away from her family's abode. But I guess that is a good thing, because that means I don't have to travel far to recover her body, right? Alright, what's in here? Oh, shit. Wait, your brotherhood. Hold on. Put on Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Hello.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear.
What's going on?
I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply?
Yeah, okay.
Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Great. All right, down the stairs. Hello.
How the hell did you get in here? Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
I'll speak to your elder. Lead the way.
Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me. Closely. Or you'll be shot.
Copy that. Another cutscene. All right. Well, it's better than the Brotherhood of Steel, huh? All right, let's go. Hello, Elder McNamara.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
I was a complete accident, I swear.
Accident or no, we both now find ourselves in an uncomfortable situation. You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved.
Okay.
An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood?
Yeah, I can do that.
Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar.
Uh-oh.
Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
Brilliant, brilliant. Oh my god, more cutscenes are loading.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
You got it, boss. Give me my stuff. Let's put on the backpack, the helmet. You know what? If we're gonna go deal with that guy, better not to have a disguise that looks kind of like his people. Let's, or the people that are here. I'd rather him be like, oh, this guy's friendly with the Brotherhood of Steel. Let's have some water and some Radaway and a little Siggy Sig. Let's go. Wow, we need more water? Jeez. Louise. Alright, let's activate that quest. Well, it makes me sad. Veronica died less than 20 minutes from her house, which is a sad business. Let's hop over this way and talk to this guy. Which is interesting because I didn't see him on the way in. I probably would have had a conversation with him. He's down there, huh? Dobson. Okay. This way. This way. Run. Oh, my other marker is making me mad. Let's just get rid of that. Poof. Move it. Brilliant. Alright, Dobson. You can't be here, buddy. I'm surprised that they're, like, surprised at all. There's literally the Powder Ganger fort is right there. Right there.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
No. Keep pointing that gun at me, and I'll stick it up your ass.
Huh. Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you?
You have to get out of here.
Now, why would I do that? You see some powder gangers on the approach or something?
They use these bunkers as hideouts once or twice a month. They're gonna get you.
You've seen that with your own two eyes? God damn. I knew Cook's gang passed through these parts about that frequently, but I didn't know they holed up here.
That's right.
Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
That's right, buddy. Goodbye. All right, time to go back. So now we're in the bunker. Let's get in here. Hello, Elder.
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger?
He won't be a problem. He's gone.
Gone? Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back?
I convinced him that staying here was more dangerous than moving on.
Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test. He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played.
Thank you.
Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you. There, that's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you.
Okay.
Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it. And there will be no mercy.
These guys are paranoid as hell. Can't say I really blame them. They're all inbred as fuck anyway. As far as I understand it, these are like the descendants of the original Brotherhood of Steel. Let's go over here. What do we find? Office. Fill the water bottles, yes. Let's have a sipsy. Yum, yum, yum. Are we over encumbered again? Nope, not quite. Alright. Elder McNamara. Do you have a name? Brotherhood of Night. Maybe there's other people here with, quests and conversations that could be had. Let's see. What is this? Bathrooms, okay. Surely that's bathrooms too. That's bathrooms, okay. Come on. Go there. Oop. Alright. Brilliant. He went straight to his office. We love that. No more following him slowly through the map. Hello.
When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here. Though no, we will be keeping an eye on you. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
I'll help you.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I'll begin looking immediately. But I did find one of your paladins. I think I already found one of your patrols. Both paladins were dead.
While that is disheartening news, there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive.
I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them.
Great.
The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface.
Okay.
Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Right. Okay. Does that mean that there's a shop here? Oh, Nellis. Can I sleep here? I can. Brilliant. Nice little bedroom. Another bedroom. Okay, so this is kind of like when they take naps while they run business out of their circular desk.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out.
Okay.
I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. and he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Yeah. Go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
Right. We tried bringing this up?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
That's fair. How do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I'll see what can I do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them.
I don't know about
Report
that.
anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Scribe Ibsen. That's
Hello,
right.
outsider.
Hey.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell? It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
I've had better.
You and me both. The Elder wants this data store operational pronto, but it doesn't look like the damn thing will be working anytime soon.
Why's that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
Mm-hmm. Why aren't there any more patrols anymore?
Oh, there are patrols, just not exploratory ones. We've been in a state of lockdown for, well, let's just say it's been a while. The only time anyone gets to go topside is guard duty, or to gather provisions. Other than that, it's steel walls and fluorescent lights for us.
That's really bad, actually. Do you know why there's a lockdown?
That's not really for me to say. It's a bit of a touchy subject. You should probably forget I mentioned it.
Let's talk about the virus.
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
You could just delete all the files that would get rid of the virus, right?
Along with all of the crucial data contained within. That'd be like throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Right. What do I need to do?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over.
No.
Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible. But the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish. But we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims.
That's funny.
When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
I'll give it a try.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you.
Brilliant.
To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
So is that a quest?
That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged.
That took forever.
You
Jesus.
actually did it. If you don't mind my
Jesus.
saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Sure. What do you think about Hardin trying to get McNamara to
I can understand how the man
dismissed?
might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again. Oh, all
What kind of
kinds
information
things.
was in it?
There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
How do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The
Right.
majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
I need to
Bye.
get going. Cool. All right. Well, that was freaking terrible. What?
Hello again, my friend.
Okay. I don't know why it's giving me the option to talk to you.
So don't get any ideas.
Let's go this way. Talk to that guy. Man, Fallout. Sometimes you're great, sometimes I'm just... What is these quests that you've got me doing like that one where we're chasing the thing around?
Your presence here, outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here. You impressed Elder McNamara.
So you're head of security?
That's right.
What exactly are the goals regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the
Yeah. I
Fine
have
by
other
me.
questions. So, let's ask about an elder. What would you have to do to get one out?
So you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll
Right.
tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you
Okay.
access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
So what happened at Helios?
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder
Right.
Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who's Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Right. Well, it's time for me to go.
Later.
Don't love talking to the back of people's heads, but we do what we can. Let's go back down and talk to Scribe Ibsen and get access to that part of the library. That guy is not dressed.
Evening.
Ibsen.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful.
Sure. I need to get access. Right. Okay, no. I'm looking for the conversation
Prior
option.
to the...
I don't know why I need to talk to you. That's annoying. Elder dismissal incidents. Incident 1. Committed a murder. Scribe Ritter. Okay. He's gone willfully against the chain that binds. Okay, that's important. He destroyed an unknown device. Okay, fair enough.
Evening.
So we don't do that. We don't go against the chain that binds, huh? All right, Ramos, tell us about it. I'm sorry I talked to the back of your head last time.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Yeah. What's the chain that binds?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Okay. Tight.
Later.
Okay. Back down to the library one more time. My goodness, what a weird day.
I
It's
heard
not
some
all
special
wandering through
squad
the
of
desert
Rangers
and
is
losing
on its way to the
companions,
Vegas
though.
area. I guess the NCR is funding it.
What? Why is it red? Access the data store. Chain that binds. It's a cornerstone of our organization, the rock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. It holds that, number 1, orders are to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, that their wisdom may be carried out without hesitation. 2, orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. I see. Why do I still have the option to talk to this guy? That's what I need to know. How do I get there? Come on.
The bunker
Let's go
takes
talk
a
to
little
Ibsen.
getting used to, doesn't it?
What? What? This way? How do I get there? Yeesh, y'all. This has been a weird episode today. Let's just, roll with it.
Hello?
Paladin
What is it,
Harden.
outsider? Have you discovered anything?
The Elder has me looking for the lost patrols and retrieving their mission discs.
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only
Right.
brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know.
Right, okay. Do you know anything about the chain that
I
binds?
could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
One of the few times an Elder was dismissed was due to
I
it.
could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios.
Did you know that there was a second part to it?
Second part. What are you talking about?
It says his superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinate.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just
Right.
find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
What would you do if you became Elder anyway?
After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area. But standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either.
Right. Tell me about the last Elder.
Elijah was a strange one. His even becoming Elder was highly questionable, seeing as how he was a scribe. Typically, only paladins are eligible. But an exception was made in his case on account of him being a genius. Unfortunately, whatever scientific acumen he had didn't extend to tactics. Trying to defend Helios was a blunder of the worst kind, and many brothers lost their lives because of it. Many of the senior paladins, myself included, advised him to fight a retreating action, but he refused to budge. Said he almost had it working. We never did find out exactly what he was talking about. When the perimeter was finally overrun, the Elder had simply vanished.
Okay. Tell me about the battle.
Helios was the worst goddamn action I've seen in a long, long career of fighting.
Fair enough. Okay. Why do you dislike him anyway?
It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost?
Okay. Time for me to go.
Later.
What? What is there still to talk to him about? Help Paladin Harridan to find a way to oust Maldor McNamara. Okay. I don't understand anything. That's why we're leaving. Let's just go. What time is it anyway? Oh, we spent the entire day underground. How about that? Well, I've made worse calls, but I think today is going to be a really short episode because it's 6 o'clock. We're not going to get anywhere, and we need a place to sleep. So let's go back down, get a place to rest. That's the plan. Let's rest till the morning, and then we'll head out. Tomorrow will be a little bit longer.